Well, here we go. Arizona and Minnesota today. This is going to be number 96. As we take a look at the standings, we're just going to go into the regular season right now. We're going to expand this, and here we go. The 71 Pirates play an under 500 team today, and with 5 to go, they lead by 2 on the second place Dodgers and 3 on the Diamondbacks. With 5 to go, Houston is in the playoffs. The Mariners lead the Pirates by 1. That'll be big. The Ron Jucket League, Boston and the Nationals are tied for the division lead. Taking a look for the Washington Nationals. There's the division graph right there. Washington of 19 has been number 1 all day, all game long, all year long. And the Boston Red Sox was shot up and went absolutely crazy with their winning percentage. That's the division graph that you see right there. The Bob Stokes League, Houston is in the playoffs, but the Phillies are 3 behind. And the Mets are 4 behind the Phillies. They might be able to do it. They might. It would be an all-time collapse, but they could do it. There's 5 games to go. If the Phillies win and the Mets lose, the Phillies clinch a playoff spot. The Brainiac Baseball, Montreal is number 1. Oakland and Tampa Bay are 2. Detroit's down to 3 games. They got to win them all. The Jabs Blabs 8. The Baltimore Orioles are 2-game leaders over the Phillies. You have a 1-game lead over the Mets. The Blue Jays got to win them all and got to hope the Phillies and Mets lose them all. For the Al Red Sox fan, the order is the only thing that they got to look at as the New York Yankees. The Yankees are 2 behind the Dodgers. The Cyro 329. Baltimore has a chance. They're down by 4 with 5 to go, but they got to win them all. They lost 1. They got crushed yesterday. The Slovak Frick League, the Minnesota Twins, they lead by 2 with 5 to go, and that's big. That is really big. The Oakland A's are still hanging in there. They have to win every single game, and Minnesota and Chicago have to lose them. So if Minnesota wins, they eliminate Oakland, and the Pirates are in. The Pirates in 1960 are in, and Cleveland is second. The Cincinnati Reds are 4 behind the Marlins 5. The Cincinnati Reds are last gasp effort. So we're about ready to go for today. This one should be big. It'll be the Diamondbacks and the Twins. This is the 2nd straight day we've had the game, but this is just the most important games. So here we go. Here's Reggie Sanders to start out. Dave Boswell, the pitcher, 6-5, 4.68 ERA, and we're ready to go, and we're going to be underway here at the Met. That's going to be a high pop fly underneath. And remember yesterday how Minnesota got the first 2 outs. And then Arizona started hitting all these runs. Here's Steve Finley. Minnesota ended up winning that game. Finley strikes out, 2 outs. 2 outs for Minnesota. Here's Luis Gonzalez, the left fielder. Luis. That's going to be a high pop fly. This will be center field. And underneath, they'll make the catch, 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 1st inning. We're scoreless, 0-0. Bottom of the 1st inning, and this is a very big game for both these teams. Both these teams understand winning is what they need to do. So Kurt Schilling will be up. He's 8-8, a 3.78 ERA. Here's Jimmy Hall. And Jimmy Hall, this center fielder. And out of behind to left field. This one is back, and this one is off the wall. And Jimmy Hall will go to second. Will he go to third? He slides in there, and it's a double. His 21st double of the year, and Hall has opened it up. Here's Don Mincher. Mincher now hitting .264, 19 home runs. That'll be a strikeout, 1 out. Schilling knows he has to speed it up and start exerting himself to get some done. Oliva hitting .320. Schilling. That's going to be a high shot to center field. This one will hit. And will Oliva get an RBI? They throw home. And this thing is 1-0 Minnesota. 1-0 Minnesota. Oh, how big it is. So here comes Harmon Killebrew. Harmon, they're going to go to second. They throw to second. They're going to get the out. 2 outs. I don't know if that was smart with somebody like Killebrew. 244, 23 home runs, 71 RBI, and that'll be on the ground. It would have been a 6-4-3 anyway. That's the end of the first inning. Minnesota has a run. They lead 1-0. Well, they lead with 5 to go. Pittsburgh at 71 is winning big. Pittsburgh at 91 is winning. And Dave Boswell in the first inning will pitch to Mark Grace here in the second. Grace, high pop fly. And underneath, 1 out. Top of the second inning. Dave Boswell. That's going to be a high pop fly left field. This one is back. And this is center field. And this will make a catch, 2 outs. And here's David DeLucci. David DeLucci, the DH, hitting .299, a base hit. He'll be over 300. Struck him out, and that's going to be it. They go to the bottom of the second inning. It's still 1-0 Minnesota, with Oliva's RBI being the only run. Bottom of the second inning, here's Bob Allison. Remember yesterday? He jacked 2 3-run homers. And he strikes out there, 1 out. Schilling's second strikeout. Here in the bottom of the second inning, here's Earl Batty, the catcher. And Earl Batty, Schilling, and that's going to be a hard shot and a base hit. So Batty will get to first base, and Earl Batty will have a single. So 1 on, 1 out for Zolio unknown from Schilling. That'll be a high pop fly underneath. And they'll make the catch, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Rich Rollins, the third baseman. Rollins, and that's going to be to right field. That's going to be a base hit. Are they going to get it in? It goes right to the right fielder. They throw to third. Actually, they'll cut that off. It'll be 2 on with 2 outs. That was a big hit for Rollins. And here's Kindle. Kindle hitting 207 home runs, 38 RBI. He has a chance to get a big lead here early. On the ground. They pick it up. They go to second, and they got him. No runs score. But Minnesota still has a 1-0 lead. Let's go to the out-of-town scoreboard. Out of town, Cleveland leading Montreal. So Florida might be eliminated there. Baltimore 1970 losing, Philadelphia losing. New York might have a chance. LA of 81 losing. Anaheim winning big. Toronto is winning. Oakland is 72. Well, they got to win every game, and they're not. The Mets of 86 are losing. Pittsburgh is 71 is winning 5-0. Pittsburgh at 1960s down 2-1. They're in the playoffs though. 91 is winning. Chicago, they gotta win and hope Montreal and hope Minnesota loses. Baltimore 66 is winning. They need LA is 63 to lose. They need it. They need to go all the way with that. Philadelphia and Kansas City in the third. Tampa Bay and Houston here in the first. Florida and Chicago in the first. Houston, Milwaukee, the Senators, the worst record in the league, and here they go. I mean, the Pirates have the Cardinals. Who knows? Junior Spivey, the second baseman, and that's going to be a strikeout, 1 out. So it's here in the top of the third inning. And now Matt Williams, 238, 7 home runs, 39 RBI. Struck out again. Boswell has looked good. Will he get through the first lineup rotation without giving up a base runner? Here's Craig Counsell, the shortstop. And that's going to be a little looper to left field, and Counsell will get on. He breaks up the perfect game and the no-hitter. Here in the third. So we take a look here. Reggie Sanders at right field. He's hitting .212, but he does have 22 home runs. Sanders strikes out, and that's it. We go to the bottom of the third to score. Minnesota 1, Arizona 0. Bottom of the third inning. Here's Jamie Hall at center field. He's 1 for 1 today. Struck him out, 1 out. So in the bottom of the third, here's Don Mincher at first base. 0 for 1. Oh, and it's going to get by the catcher, the strike 3. And let's see, it is safe. So Schilling gets a runner on by striking him out. It is a passed ball. So here's Oliva, 1 for 1, the only RBI in the game, and that's going to hit the wall. So Tony Oliva will be 2 for 2. Is he going to get another RBI? He picks it up. Oliva's going for a triple. And Oliva, it'll be 2-0. Oliva has a triple. Well, they call it a double. He went to third on the throw. Now here's Harmon. 1 on, 1 out. Oliva in sacrifice position. Killebrew struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs. In the bottom of the third, and Bob Allison. Can he be a hero again? Nope. Struck out for the second time today. We go to the fourth inning. The score, Minnesota 2, Arizona 0. Steve Finley, the center fielder, 0 for 1 today. He's hitting over 300. So Boswell in, he's pitching a 1-hit shutout. Boswell, that'll be on the ground, picked up, thrown to first, 1 out. Now Arizona is down and they need to score. Luis Gonzalez 0 for 1 in left field. That's going to be a strikeout again. That's 2 outs. Boswell is looking very good. He's 6-5, 4.48 ERA, but he's looking very good here. And Mark Grace, the first baseman. This will be the left. And a base hit. So 2 outs. Here's Damian Miller. That's going to be the right field one. Hit the ground. And no, it'll be a diving catch. Minnesota still leads Arizona 2-0. Bottom of the fourth inning, here's Earl Batty. Oh, and that'll hit the ground. Let's see. Short to first. What a run. What a throw by Craig Counsell. And that's going to be 1 out. Minnesota 2, Arizona 0. I don't think Minnesota can clinch, but if they win and Chicago loses, There's going to be trouble. That's going to be center field, and a catch, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th. There's going to be 4 left tomorrow and 3 left on Tuesday. Here's Rich Rollins, 1 for 1. That'll be a high pop fly. Underneath, and they're going to make the catch. That's going to be 3 outs. We go to the 5th inning. The score's Minnesota 2, Arizona nothing. Enjoy the out-of-town scoreboard. Chicago leading Toronto, Cleveland leading Montreal in the 6th. Philadelphia is down, Baltimore is 70 is down. The Dodgers of 81 are losing, Anaheim blowing out the Yankees. Toronto beating Montreal, Cincinnati beating Oakland. The Mets are getting beat. They need to win. The Pirates 5-0. They're winning. LA 2-2 in the bottom of the 7th. The Pirates, I mean, if the Orioles of 1970, they got to win. They got to win it out. If they win and LA loses, it is down to 3 with 4 to go. It's manageable. The Pirates at 91 trying to move up seeding. Chicago 2-1. Baltimore is 66. That's the team. 6-1. They're blowing out Texas. They are furious. Kansas City 1-0 against Philadelphia. Florida leading. They got to win them all and hope Cleveland loses them all, but Cleveland is winning there. Houston 1980 is losing. Here's DeLucci hitting .298. Tom DeLucci against David Boswell. And it hit him right in the leg. So Junior Spivey's 0 for 1. That'll be on the ground. This will be 6, 4, 3. 2 outs. And Matt Williams at third base. And he strikes out. We'll end the 5th inning, end of the top of the 5th. Minnesota is still up 2-0 against Arizona. Minnesota in their division, their playoff spot. They're trying to get in. Here's Jerry Kindle, second base. Kindle, and then he strikes out, 1 out. Kurt Schilling giving up 2 runs on 5 hits. So Jamie Hall, that'll be high pop fly to right field. And 2 outs. Kurt Schilling and Don Mincher. Don Mincher at first base. Struck him out, and that's going to be 3 outs. We go to the 6th inning. The score is Minnesota 2, Arizona nothing. Craig Counsell's 1 for 1. And that's going to be 1 out. So Reggie Sanders is 0 for 2. That's going to be high to right field and a base hit. So Reggie Sanders will get on. Now here's the thing. They got to get at least the tie game here in the top of the 6th. Here's Steve Finley hitting 310 home runs, 42 RBI. They're going to go to second and they're going to get the out. They're running themselves out of the game. Finley's 0 for 2. That'll be high pop fly to left field. And this should be out number 3, and it is. Bottom of the 6th inning, it's Minnesota 2, Arizona nothing. Super Bowl tournament, good to see you. Good to see you here. As Tony Oliva, 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He has 2 of the 5 hits and all 2 of the RBIs. Against Kurt Schilling, Oliva has had a hot day. That's going to be a shot to right field. Oliva, it'll go to the wall, and here goes Oliva. He'll go to second base, another double. He's 3 for 3. So Oliva's on second with nobody out. Here's Harmon Killebrew. Cleveland is tied. They've given up all those runs to Montreal. High pop fly to right field. Will Oliva run? Oliva will not run. He'll stay on second. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-0 Minnesota. Now Russ Springer, 1-3 with the 3.83 ERA comes in. Pitching 44 2/3 innings. Bob Allison, the left fielder, will be up, hitting 208. And that'll be a strikeout, 2 outs. They want to get Oliva in. And if they get an Oliva, that'd be big old Batty. High pop fly. They should be able to get it. That's the second baseman. He's going to get it, and they do. That's Junior Spivey. We go to the 7th inning, the score. Minnesota 2, Arizona 0. Here's Luis Gonzalez, who down 2-0. Boswell's pitching a 3-hit shutout here in the 7th inning. Struck him out, 1 out. 9th strikeout of the day. He is looking good. Here's Mark Grace, 1 for 2. Struck him out. That's 2 outs. He's up to 10. And here's Damian Miller. So Damian Miller now 0 for 2. That's going to be a shot to left field, and what a catch! And enjoy the out-of-town scoreboard. Bottom of the 7th inning, Julio unknown, as they call him, as Minnesota's going to try and get. They're going to try. There's a pitch. That's going to be high. Pop fly, deep left field. And it won't go over the fence. And underneath making the catch is Gonzalez, 1 out. Brett Prince is pitching. No record is 7.36 ERA, 3 2/3 innings. So here's Rich Rollins. He's 1 for 2. Prince, that'll be on the ground. Should be easy to first, 2 outs. In the bottom of the 7th, and Jerry Kindle at second base. It is hopeful here for Minnesota. That's going to be Kindle to left field. And this one is way back, and this one is gone. Jerry Kindle, his 8th home run. And Minnesota now has a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. A 3-0 lead. And Jimmy Hall at center field. Hall, and that'll be on the ground. all the way out to the outfield, and they get him by a step. Minnesota gets a nice buffer. We go to the 8th inning. The score: Minnesota 3, Arizona 0. David DeLucci's, he's 0 for 1. As Dave Boswell is pitching, still a complete game. Top of the 8th inning. How far will it go? DeLucci strikes out. That's going to be 11. That's incredible. I don't know if he has any walks. New pitcher, though, Jim Perry. Jim is in. He's 3-2, 6.17 ERA. And Eusebio Durazo is the pinch hitter. He's hitting 203. They need to get on base. The pitch struck him out, 2 outs. Two outs. And here is Matt Williams, 0 for 2 today. Williams hitting 236. Struck him out, and that's going to be 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Arizona's not getting anything going. They only have 3 more outs, but Minnesota wants to clamp this shot. Bottom of the 8th inning, Mike Koplov will be in pitching. 1-0, 6.93 ERA. We saw him yesterday. And Don Mincher at first base. Minchers has a donut. He's 0 for 3, and he strikes out 0 for 4. Don Mincher has struck out all 4 times today that he's been up. Tony Oliva, 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Big for Tony. That's going to be high and deep left field. And this one will be over the wall, and let's see how far Oliva can go. He'll be 4 for 4 today. He might go for a triple. And he does. That is a triple here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So here's Harmon Killebrew. That'll be a high pop fly, deep right field. Will it be caught? And it will. Will they throw home? Oliva will come home. And it'll be 4-0. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2 outs. Here's Bob Allison, 0 for 3. He's only hitting 207 on the year. And they walk him. They walk him here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pennant races are starting to settle down. As Greg Veal will come in, he's 3-0, 2.14 ERA. He wants to settle down. Oh, Batty. And that'll be a high pop fly there. Should end the inning. Actually, they have to run for it a little bit. And they do. That'll be 3 outs. Top of the 9th inning. Arizona needs a grand slam. They're down 4-0. So Jim Perry is in. Batty flew out for Minnesota by Craig Counsell now. So here we go. That'll be on the ground. Picked up, 1 out. One out. And Reggie Sanders. Reggie struck him out. That's going to be 2 outs. Two outs now. And here's Steve Finley. This is it for the game. They're going to be happy. They're going to be up by 2 with 4 games to go. On the ground to first. That'll be an easy catch. And they put it unassisted. Mincher will step on first, and that's the game. Minnesota, they keep their 2-game lead. They have 4 to go. And you're going to see clinching start here as Minnesota has a 4-0 win over Arizona. So that's going to be it for today. Player of the game, Dave Boswell, who pitched in 83, got the win, 7-5. No runs on 3 hits, 11 strikeouts. Perry, the save. He had no runs on no hits and 3 strikeouts, no walks at all. There's only 1 walk in a game. That was by Koplov. Kurt Schilling goes 5 1/3, giving up 2 runs, 6 hits. On 6 hits, 1 of the 2 runs was only earned. 1 was unearned. 8 strikeouts, no walks. Taking a look at the hitters for Arizona, nobody had multiple hits, but Finley had a donut. Gonzalez had a donut. Miller had a donut. Nobody walked. DeLucci had a donut. Spivey had a donut. Williams had a donut. For Minnesota, Oliva went 4 for 4. He was it. Allison 0 for 3, and he had a donut. He had a donut, but he had a walk. Mincher struck out, but he was on first. He ended up scoring a run. Killebrew a donut, and Unknown had a donut. Killebrew was really falling down. Boswell wins it. 3 hours, 7 minutes time of the game. And now we take a look at all the final scores. All right, so this is what we have. We have the Expos beating the Indians. The Indians lose. So the Marlins and Reds have a chance. The Blue Jays win. The Orioles win 8-7. The Phillies lose 8-3. The Mets, 69 Mets, they win. They have to win everything, and they are winning. Toronto, 8-2, they win. Cincinnati Reds, they win. Oakland is done, I believe. The Mets lose. There's still 1 back. The Pirates beat the Giants 8-1. That is big. They're at home. And the Pirates, that's going to be good for them. The Dodgers beat the 60 Pirates. That is huge. They're almost on the verge of clinching. The 91 Pirates win. The White Sox win 3-2. The Royals beat the Reds. The Royals are 47-49. The Twins 4-0. They beat the Diamondbacks. The Orioles win. The Phillies win. That's huge. They beat the Royals 5-4. The Marlins win. Tampa Bay wins. They beat the Astros. The 05 Astros trying to stay relevant. The 80 Astros lose. I think that's down to 1 game. The 88 Dodgers lose. Mariners win. So that means the Pirates will not tie. Not today. Well, we got to see what they do. Detroit wins. They're still in it. Oakland wins. The Yankees beat the 13 Tigers. St. Louis wins 8-4. Oh, and that hurt. And New York Mets beat the Red Sox. Let's take a look at the standings. The Mike in the Truck League. We got 4 to go. The Pirates have a 2-game lead over the Dodgers. And a 4-game over the Dodgers have a 2-game over the Diamondbacks and the Yankees. The Royals are back by 3 with 4 to go. They got so much that has to happen. The Pittsburgh Pirates, their magic number is 3. 4 to go, they lead by 2. Houston clinched. Seattle is up by 2 now with 4 to go. So the Pirates gotta hope. Boy, did their loss hurt. The Red Sox and the Nationals are both tied, but the Dodgers and Tigers can't close the gap. With 4 games to go, you see that. The New York Mets is 69, down 4 with 4 to go. Philadelphia had to lose. If they would have lost, it would have been 3 with 4 to go. But now everything has to go right. It could. Brady Hawk baseball, no change. The A's, the Expos lead the A's by 1, the Rays by 1. And with 4 games to go, the Tigers by 3 for the playoff spot. And Toronto's down by 4 for the playoff spot. They're going to win it all. The Jabs Blabs 8. The Orioles lead by 3 with 4 to go. The Phillies lead the Mets by 1, and the Phillies lead the Jays by 4 with 4 to go. You have to hope everything goes right there. Still 2 games for the Dodgers over the Yankees. We know who's there. The Orioles are down 4 with 4 to go. So either any Dodger win or any Baltimore loss, and it's over. You got 4 play dates, and you got to see what happens. Minnesota's up by 2. Oakland is eliminated with the loss, but Minnesota is up by 2 games with 4 to go against the White Sox. And look at this, the Indians are only up by 3. The Reds have won 6 in a row. They're 40 and 50, now they're 46 and 50. The Marlins are down by 4 with 4 to go. So the Reds have a little buffer zone. They got to win them all, and hope Cleveland loses. The pennant race. There you see the Dodgers in the last 4 games. They have the 63 Dodgers and the Padres. That could be big. The Diamondbacks have the Senators and the Mets. They can do it, maybe. And the Yankees have the Nationals and the Dodgers. Wow, that would be big. If they would go 4-0, that would be huge. The Bozeman League. It's all about the Mariners and the Pirates, really. Though Houston could lose all 4. Seattle has the Dodgers at 66. The Pirates have the Mets at 73. The Pirates could tie it all up going into the last series. But they need to beat the 73 Mets. They need to sweep them. They got to sweep them. The Mariners against the 66 Dodgers. The Ron Chuckett League, the Nationals and the Red Sox. The Nationals have the Yankees and Yankees. The Red Sox have the Expos and Astros. The Tigers hurt. They're against the Yankees and the Orioles, while the Dodgers play the Cubs and the A's. 2 games left in for the championship of the Bob Stokes League, where Houston has the Mets and the Indians, and the Phillies have the Yankees and Rangers. They could do it. They could do it. I mean, Philadelphia's in, but we're talking about the playoffs. So here's the Brainiac baseball now. Montreal has the Red Sox and the Pirates left. The Oakland A's have the Marlins and the Dodgers. Tampa Bay has the Yankees and Chicago. Well, Detroit has the Brewers and the Mets. The Jabs Blab 8. We're down to Philadelphia up by 1. They got the Rangers and the Twins. And the Mets have the Astros and the Diamondbacks. Wow, that last series will be big. The Al Red Sox fan. The Dodgers is 66 trying to win for seeding. They got the Mariners and the Padres. And the Yankees have the A's, the Rays, and the Blue Jays. Cyro 0329. They have the Cubs and the Blue Jays. I mean, they know what's going on here. The 63 Dodgers, they gotta... I mean, they got the... Here we go, the Baltimore Orioles have to win them all, and the Dodgers got to lose them all. So right now, let's take a look. The Dodgers are leading. Who do they have? So the LA Dodgers have the 88 Dodgers and the 98 Yankees. Could they lose 4? Maybe. Remember, less amount of games. Maybe, who knows? The Pirates in 91 have the 70 Orioles and the 71 Pirates. The Minnesota Twins have the Orioles and the Phillies. For the principals picks, the Indians have the Astros and the Astros. If Cleveland, remember, if they can lose both. Cincinnati has the Cubs and the Colt 45s. They can easily sweep. They can easily go 50 and 50. Cleveland has to win twice. They have to win twice. If Cleveland loses all their games, they may, who knows? Florida has to beat Oakland and the Pirates in 1960. Very unlikely to set the tiebreaker game in. But the Reds might have a shot. They play the Cubs and the Colt 45s. They might have a shot for a miracle team. They might do it. The Pirates are in. They win the division. So, that's going to be it for us today. 4 more games after today. Have a great day, and we will see you later.